Right, I've just been asked why did I use MR MDF on that TV cabinet even though it was in the living room. The simple answer is MDF is a bit crap, so I always try and use the best, but there's a few more better reasons than that. This is the stuff that I used, MR MDF. See it with the green core there. This one's made by Medite. This one is slightly cheaper, it's still MR MDF, but it's green all the way through. It's made by Kronospan. Problem with this one is, you see these, if it'll focus, these green blobs, some more up there, sometimes they can bleed through white paint, and it is slightly cheaper quality than this. This has got a very flat face. This one, I don't have any standard MDF, but if you look at MDF closely, it's got little flecks in it, bigger particles and smaller particles on any of them. And these particles can swell up when you paint it, or when you spray it anyway. This MR, because it's moisture resistant, those little particles don't swell up. This is deep brown stuff. It's got a similar face to it. And if you feel it, I can hear the difference, but it's very smooth, and that's just, it's a bit coarser. When you spray it, you can get like a textured surface. This comes up very flat. This is an old piece. It's the only piece I could find. If you catch a light on it, it's got a very slight texture to it, but it finishes a lot more like a very smooth glassy face to it. So this is Medite, that's Kronospan, that's Medite, get rid of that for the moment. And this is Medite as well, the same as that, but because it's so thin, it's only 9mm, this is what I use on the doors. I guess they can't just sandwich the green between. But if you look at it closely, on this Kronospan you see the green flecks. There's none of them on here. No major green flecks. So I haven't had a problem with the green bleeding through. It gives like a little tiny sort of marble effect on it. So I don't have any problem with that. The PU paint that I use now covers quite well. It covers knots and everything, something to do with, I don't know what. The PU paint I use now covers quite well anyway. But when I was using pre-cap paint before, the solvent would dissolve them green flecks and bleed through. Plus, it's a bit denser. Any MDF, the cheaper MDF, if you have it on horizontal like that, it'll sag. This stuff doesn't react to the humidity in the air, so it's got less chance of sagging. And like I say, it's slightly denser, so it's better for routing, better for fixing into. A sheet of regular MDF is £15–18. A sheet of this MR is £25–28 a sheet. And when you talk about that TV cabinet that I just built, there was £150 worth of material, something like that on there. The thick stuff, that 30mm sheet, cost me close to £60, 50 something pound including the VAT. I only used a third of it, but yeah, when you're talking about £100 odd worth of materials, 10 quid, better quality materials. Anyway, I always use MR. I don't want crappy MDF in my stockpile because I'll never use it. So there you go.